Sit down, modern man. I have watched your kind for 3,000 years, and rarely have I seen you this exhausted. Your grandfather had less money than you. He also had more life. He bought a home in his 20s on a single wage. He raised 3 children. He took his family to the sea each summer. He retired with savings in the bank, and he slept soundly at night. You, you have 2 paychecks, 2 careers, 2 college degrees, twice the household income he ever earned. Yet you cannot afford a home. You cannot afford rest. You cannot afford to stop. The numbers tell one story. Your face tells another. Something broke between his world and yours, and almost no one knows what it was. Listen carefully, mortal. What I am about to show you is the trap your generation walked into smiling, believing it was progress. Picture a household 60 winters ago. 1,500 square feet of home, 3 small bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, a single car in the garage. No grand master suite, no walk-in closets, no room dedicated only to staring at a screen. Half the size of what builders raise today, and yet it was enough. In that neighborhood, 1 in 5 families own no car at all. More than half made do with just one. Holidays meant the lake, the forest, the shore. To fly through the sky was a dream most never tasted in their lives. The budget was simple. 30 cents of every dollar went to shelter, 20 to food, 15 to transportation. The rest covered every other need of life, with money left over to set aside for the future. That was the life one paycheck supported. But hear me, modern man. That household had 2 workers. One was simply never paid, while the husband earned in the world outside. His wife ran the entire kingdom inside. She cooked the morning meal, she packed the midday bread, she laid the evening table by sundown, and the family never paid another to feed them. She planned the trips to market so nothing was wasted. She cleaned, she washed, she managed the children, the calendar, the family budget itself. But her greatest gift was the children. She raised them with her own hands. Today, that single labor costs your dual income household $15,000 per child every year. She earned no wage, but her work saved the family thousands. The single income middle class was never truly single income, mortal. It was one wage plus thousands of hours of invisible labor no one ever counted. It worked financially, but the cost was a chain around her ankle. She could not leave if she wished. The money belonged to the man. If she desired a new dress, she asked him. If she wanted to visit her sister, she asked him. His work ended at sundown. Hers never ended at all. And the laws of your land kept her there. Until 1974, not so long ago, a woman in your country could not open a bank account, could not borrow money, could not hold credit in her own name without a man, husband or father or brother, signing for her. Women alive in your time today spent most of their lives unable to touch their own money. Then came a great war. Men marched away. Women filled the workshops. And once they had tasted their own income, their own freedom, they refused to return to silent kitchens. The laws followed. The Equal Pay Act, the Civil Rights Act, the Equal Credit Opportunity Act. Slowly, justly, women were freed. This was right. This was good. But what came next? No one foresaw. In theory, 2 paychecks should mean 2 lives of comfort. In practice, the marketplace moves faster than mortals. Hear my law, modern man. When many hands hold more money, the price of all things rises to meet them. Watch what happened to housing. Picture 2 single-income couples bidding on a home worth $200,000. One bids 2 and 2. He wins. Fair. Now, one couple adds a second income. They outbid all others at 210,000. The single income family is locked out forever. Now picture two dual income couples bidding on the same home. 210, 225, 250. The home now costs 50,000 more than before second incomes ever existed. What began as an advantage became an expectation, then a requirement. The second paycheck did not make life cheaper. It gave the marketplace permission to charge more, and housing was only the first stone to fall. Two paychecks created costs that did not exist before. Two cars instead of one, two insurance policies, two budgets for fuel, two professional wardrobes, often two great debts from college. Then came the small bleeding wounds, meals eaten in haste, convenience purchases made because no one had time to plan, services to fill the gaps left by an empty house. But the deepest wound was childcare. With no one home during the day, young children must be sent to strangers, 15,000 a year. Older children require afternoon programs, 5,000 more. You did not gain a second income, modern man. You inherited a second mountain of bills, and you lost something more valuable than money, the unpaid worker. When both adults labor outside the home, every task she once performed must now be purchased. Breakfast becomes a drive-through. Lunch becomes takeout. Dinner becomes delivery. Many households now spend more on prepared food than on the food in their own pantries. Cleaning, 250 for a session. Laundry, 50 per load. Yard work, 40 each week. Each delivery fee, each subscription, each shortcut quietly drinks from the second paycheck. And then there is the chaos. Two calendars, two careers, two paths through the city. Who fetches the children? Who cares for the aging parent? Who has the breath left to speak when night falls? Marriages strain. Parents miss their children growing. The dread of Sunday night becomes a permanent companion of the modern soul. In time, mortal, your society crossed an invisible line. The system no longer permits two incomes. It demands them. Housing, childcare, the basic costs of living are now built upon two paychecks. Standards have permanently risen. Larger homes, two cars, constant convenience. To return to the simpler way feels impossible. And the household budget assumes both incomes. The day one falls, both fall. There is no cushion, no fallback, no room to breathe. This is the point of no return. You did not build an easier life, modern man. You built a more expensive and far more fragile one. So how does the modern man live well in a world that has trapped him? Here, three truths. First, focus on the great three. Forget the small luxuries. Shelter, transportation, and the care of children consume nearly 6 of every $10 your household earns. Master these, and the rest takes care of itself. Second, honor the trade between time and money. Every choice you make is one or the other. Spend time to save money, or spend money to save time. But choose with intention, never by drift. Third, and hear this most carefully, modern man, design your own life, or the marketplace will design it for you. If you live by habit, others choose your home, your car, your hours, your peace. The only path forward is a life built around what you actually value, not what your neighbors chase. The middle class is not broken because people stopped working hard. It is broken because the rules changed quietly and no one warned you. But now you know, and knowing changes everything. If my words have opened your eyes, share them with another mortal who needs to hear. And if you wish to know why so many of your elders now enter their final years with empty pockets, that tale waits for you next.